Okay, as I said, that's fluttershy. Yeah, I'm not going to take it out the packet till I get home because we've seen her, but purple brush, orange wheelbarrow does come with Angel Bunny. I don't know if that's the same Angel Bunny, but we'll find out when we open it. And as I said, Fluttershy likes to talk to her animal friends, and you've got that cool picture there. Then as a bonus, I've got this one. Dewdrop Drazzle. Got an umbrella as a cutie mark. She's a unicorn, which I didn't notice at first, which is cool. You've got purple brush. She's got a duck and a purple wheelbarrow, and Dewdrop Drazzle loves to splash in puzzles. Don't know if I've seen her in the show or not, but I like her hair. I've got to tell you that much. I like her hair. They basically had Fluttershy, this, and a load of others that I had, so I bought her. I actually quite like that one. As I said, I want to keep her in relatively good condition, so I'm going to keep her in the packet until I'll get her in, but no doubt I will, you know, be filming her at some point anyway. So okay, we're going to try to do this. I have a spring Fluttershy, who I'm actually quite excited about. I actually kind of avoided this one like the plague. I mean, they've changed it now, but a little while ago, My Little Ricky, if you you know, did a search for the G4 Fluttershy, they referred to the playset version as Mark 1 and this one as Mark 2, and then they had the Treehouse, which I bought before. And now they say the play set and the spring Fluttershy and the Treehouse, so they've got some others, but I took that to mean that, you know, the playset ones, you know, the one that actually came with Angel Bunny was an older one, and they were going to replace it with this kind, which I didn't like as much. I didn't see the special decoration, and so I kind of obsessed over getting the playset one rather than this one, and I, you know, found out a little bit more about it, and I've been very much looking forward to getting one of these. They haven't released it in the UK yet. You know, it was made for Easter. Yeah, please.
And cheesy chips. Help yourself to cutlery on the...
Thanks. Not a problem.
Help yourself to cutlery on the table.
Cheers, mate. I'll go and grab us some stuff now.
Thank you. Anyway, that's the back. I've got some breaded onion rings and some cheesy chips. Might have to get some salt for those. But yeah, pretty flowers are blooming everywhere. Fluttershy loves to pick flowers in the springtime, and you got that. Includes plenty bigger brush, basket and flower. Yeah, it was an Easter toy, it was supposed to be, and we didn't get it till sort of September time officially, so maybe we'll get them next year, but this was from the United States. I've got the crayon basket, by the way. It came with you get one with a pink basket and you get a little, you know, sort of that bluish handle, or you have it that way round, and I think it's pretty random. But anyway, the cutie mark's on the opposite side. I don't know if it's... I don't think the cutie mark's on both sides. On this one. But that's your regular fluttershy. You see she's facing in a different direction. So yeah, the thing did say there was more butterflies, the description. They said it's identical, but she's got more butterflies, or seems to have, and yeah, she's got flowers on her legs, which of course she does, so I don't know what to expect when I open her, but I can't wait, but for now I'm going to eat. So I've almost finished my Guinness, and I'm seeing pink ponies again. Look at that. But yeah, let's see if we can unpack this. I think I'm going to keep that thing. I really like the packaging of this variation. I have to admit, it's really cute. It's kind of an egg shape. It says specially decorated pony up there. So I'm definitely going to keep that little bit at the bottom. And then let's... Okay, so I think that's got that. Didn't put my tripod out, didn't think I'd need it. But yeah, that's the little plastic thing that comes out of it. For goodness sake. I shall be with you in just a second. Okay, that was packaged a little well. There we go. Flower actually came in that separate little thing. And now taking it out, it doesn't really... I guess it's supposed to fit in that middle one there. But yeah, there's no sort of clippy on it, but I'm going to leave that flower out. Anywhere on it, so yeah, I think I prefer my angel bunnies personally. You have a brush, probably the exact same brush as what's in the playtime set. And then you have fluttershy set. Oh shit, I didn't do a box of me. Okay, as you. Actually, you don't, oh, it's sellotape vinegar. At least it's not.
I find a lot of those done in the island, but I'm not
And there she is. She has number 02491. I know who. She only has a cutie mark on one side, nothing on that side. Yeah, and the only real difference is she has those things, but that's definitely going on my television set. very happy about that. She seems to have the same sort of neon coloured hair as the early ones as well. I didn't bring a box with me, which is really frustrating. But look at this. Trying to get her out, and some of her, I don't know if you can see that, some of her hair came out. Just trying to get out of the packet. But there you go. I'm afraid that fluttershy looks a bit more faded than that fluttershy. So there you have it. I don't want her hair to look like her hair, so yeah. Okay, so this is the first video that I'm making for this channel. It might not even be the first one I'm going to upload. I had these 3 dreams recently. A little bit sensitive to sort of talk about, and especially within the 15-minute time limit, which I'm bound to have, on this new channel. But it'd be interesting to see what other people have to say about them. Okay, the first one, I was in a building, a little bit like a college or a hospital or something, quite an old fashion building, but full of open spaces, kind of ideal for drama, and rehearsals and things like that. I don't know why I was in there, but there was one room, and in the room was like a flat panel TV set. If you was in somebody's house, you'd say that was a big TV set, but in this large room, it just kind of looked normal size, and it was playing like an advert for Pizza Hut or something. There were some people who were there to do the voiceover for this advert. They've got it all filmed and edited. They've got the music set, and there's about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 people sort of sat down, and they're sort of trying out or being used to do the voiceover for the ad. So the first take, obviously I didn't get it perfect. They made a mistake, and they were really crying about it. When I was walking past, they were like heartbroken, because they'd slipped up. They'd ruined one recording. As I said, it was just a matter of going back and re-recording it. But the person in charge was sort of comforting, certainly a woman. And everyone seemed to react like that. They didn't get it perfect the first take, and then they burst out into tears. And that's about what I remember about that. Second dream, I was in a house, quite a large house. I assume it was where I was living, and I think it was shared. There was a large, dark-skinned woman who I sort of came across, and she seemed to sort of be into me, as it were. She seemed to sort of want to snuggle and maybe have some no strings attached fun or whatever. And I did what I normally do and sort of pulled back a little bit. I think I was aware of the sky in the dream as well. And I went to a computer, which I assume was my computer. On the computer, it was like a strategy game. Looked to be like 16-bit graphics, quite old graphics, but quite a complex game. And it had all kinds of maps. And there was this one map that I didn't recognise, and I bought it up. And whereas the other maps were quite detailed in all of their 16-bit glory, this map was, you know, almost completely bare, and it was kind of strange. I remember looking at the southernmost part of the map, you know, I zoomed up on the southernmost part of the map, which was sort of rounded. I'll try and draw what it looked like. And yeah, and then this woman sort of comes up to me again, and this time I sort of leant over, I put my arm around her at one point and kissed her, and she was perfectly happy because that's what she wanted, obviously. And you know, before you know it, we're kind of rolling around at the floor, but sort of playing around, and I seemed to be kind of, like I said, she was kind of flabby, and you know, just trying to put my arms underneath her, by kind of you know, hurt her a little bit, and I had to pull back, and I think I pinched her at one point. And then, you know, we're rolling around a little bit more, and then I'm lying on the floor on my back, she's on top of me on all fours, and you know, all the time she was kind of smiling, but now she kind of wasn't, and she goes, right, that was my 3-toed sloth, and now this is my 2-toed sloth. And it kind of made sense. Like I said, she was kind of smiling, and she had that kind of slothy smile, and now she was kind of on all fours, and yeah, it kind of made sense, but not quite, as to what she was saying and doing. I might have gotten that the wrong way around, by the way. It would make more sense if she said, you know, that was my 2-toed and now this is my 3-toed. Actually, given recent events and you know, and what's going on in my life. The third dream, anyway, in real life I have this model of like a goddess or something that my dad bought me for Christmas, and I absolutely love it. You got like a like what looks like a church wall behind her. Then you got the 3-dimensional woman who's dressed in this fiery sort of green dress, I believe, and holding a staff with a crystal at the end, and it's a candlestick holder. You got room for 2 candles. Well, in the dream I had this, it seemed to hold 4 candles. I just realised the significance of that, actually. And I was using it for worship, which I don't do with my other one. I just use it for ornamental purposes, but I was using this for like worship. You know, I was treating her like a goddess. She was like the representation of a goddess, and she was like on an altar, and I was doing all these kinds of things. And then all of a sudden, these rich type people, who I think I actually know or knew at one point as actual, you know, Wiccan witches, sort of talk. I think they talked through the thing, and I actually saw them in visions. I don't think they were physically there, but they were angry. They were angry because I was worshipping this representation of a goddess in my own way, and they thought there was only one way to, you know, one way to sort of do things, one way to worship the goddess. And I was, you know, a little bit annoyed because, you know, this is a private, you know, thing that I was doing. It's none of their business, really. You know, I didn't disturb their worship and, you know, what they were doing. And I felt like they shouldn't have done it to me, and it kind of ended when I set fire to the model. You know, I covered it in some kind of flammable gas, you know, like lighter fluid or what do you call that, nail varnish remover or something like that, and set fire to it. And that was part of the ritual. I don't think I actually damaged the model in any way by doing that. I think that's what it was designed for. And these witches, they did say at one point you're supposed to do something to the, you know, goddess, say some words or anoint her with some fucking gesture or something. I remember that, but yeah, that's that. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about them, at least yet. But probably, yeah, I won't talk about them at all. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if anyone else has any ideas as to, you know, what they could be about or whatever. And yeah, I'm looking forward to making more videos in the future. Okay.